Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If it's the first time you're here, my name is borossy. I'm currently pregnant with baby number 2. We are expecting a little boy in the beginning of next year, and I'm doing this pregnancy series here on my channel where I share with you my weekly bump dates, and it has been now many videos. I haven't missed a week yet. I started back in week 4, so this is going to be my 23 weeks pregnancy update, and I have a few things to update you guys on. I think I'm gonna start with my symptoms for the week, and then I'm gonna move over to like my stats and what the app says for baby boy, because we are expecting a boy, if you didn't know. And we are joined by him here today. I put him in the background just to feel his presence extra. I don't know. I haven't had my ultrasound picture with me, so I felt like I should have it there. We can call him Prince Wednesday, because that's what his sister calls him, Wednesday. She likes Daniel Tiger at the moment. She's 3 years old, by the way. And she has decided that her brother's name is gonna be Wednesday. Príncipe Wednesday. Well, in Spanish it's Príncipe Miércoles, so that's what she says. But anyway, side note. So yes, first my symptoms, then my stats and what the app says for baby boy. And then I'm gonna update you guys on the biggest issue for the past 3 weeks that we have been going through. If you haven't watched my 20-week pregnancy update, I believe it was, where we got some unexpected results back from our ultrasound, our anatomy scan, where they basically told us that he had 2 conditions, that he had 1 dilated kidney and he had a heart issue, which was just all very devastating and very shocking for us to hear. My background is that I have had a loss before. My first pregnancy I carried until month 6 of the pregnancy, and at that anatomy scan they told us that our baby was not gonna make it. It was a girl. We didn't know it at the time. We found out that after she was born, but we lost her due to illness, so every pregnancy since then has been classified as high risk. And this time around, because it's COVID times and we are having this pregnancy during a pandemic, my husband is not able, or my fiance is not able to come with me to any appointments. So I had to go to that appointment by myself, feeling very anxious, and I had to leave the appointment with the devastating news that our son was not well. So, if you want to get caught up on all of that, you should go and watch my 20 and my, well, from my 20-week pregnancy update until now, to get caught up. But basically we had further testing done, so I will be talking about that in the end of the video. And then we're gonna end everything with a bump shot. So, that's how I'm planning my video. So, for symptoms for week 23, I don't feel like they are very different from last week. I feel a lot of movement. I feel the baby kicking a lot. He's getting stronger every day, and now you can actually visually see from outside when he's kicking. And Caesar saw today, like when he was kicking around in there, and he was a little bit shocked. Because he didn't believe me when I said that he could, but then he saw it for himself and he was like, oh, that's so cool. So that was fun. Because of the fact that he's getting stronger and that he's growing a lot, I have a lot of round ligament pain, and it's very painful. Usually around this time of the day, now it's like 4:30 in the afternoon, evening, and it's usually now I start to feel all my aches and pains. Usually in the morning and midday I can function quite normal. And I try to get all my house tasks done in the morning, so that when the afternoon hits I can take it more easy, but that never happens. So the round ligament pain is really hard, but I don't mind. I'll take that over other things, so that's good. I have had no cravings this week, no aversions. The only thing I have felt is that I have lost a little bit of appetite. In the morning and until midday and just after lunch I'm extremely hungry, and I feel like I could eat every hour or every 2 hours. But then after lunch, when I have had a proper meal, I start to feel so full, and that feeling doesn't go away until the next day. So it's difficult. Sometimes I can't even have dinner because I just feel grossed out of the thought of eating anything else. So sometimes I skip dinner, and after, when I put Natalie to bed, I try to eat something before I go to bed at night. And last night I had 1 apple and some chips, which was really bad, but that was the only thing that sounded good at the moment, so that's what I did. I have not felt nauseous, nothing strange really. I have slept a little bit better, and I think that have all to do with what I will tell you later on in the video. But yeah, sleeping at night have become a little bit more easy. Usually I wake up 1 time a night to go to pee, and that leads me to probably one of my most annoying symptoms, and that is that I frequent urination. I have to go to the toilet and pee all the time. So after breakfast, for example, before we leave for school with Natalie in the morning, I usually go to the bathroom around 8 times, and that's no joke. That's like 8 times. It's to the point where I have stopped flushing in between every time I go, because I don't want to wake up my fiance, so I flush every 2-3 times I go to pee. Super disgusting, but anyway. Yeah, it's a very frustrating problem to have, but I think you can relate with me. And I also want to say that if you are pregnant too, don't feel weird sharing your symptoms with me. I think it's quite interesting to hear what you guys are going through as well. So feel free to leave that down in the comments. I love to read through everything that's going on with your pregnancies also. So I just wanted to have that said. Let's be friends and hold hands through this experience. Anyway, some of you guys, you really brighten my day. You text me, you DM me, you send me cute things over on Instagram. If you're not following me there, here is my handle, and I try to update you guys every day. So do that, and we can catch up. But I just want you to know how much I appreciate you. You truly are becoming part of my family, and I feel like when we have been going through these dark times, it's like you are what keeps me going. You are giving me peace of mind. You are trying to push me to stay positive and all of that. So I wanted to say thank you for that. But that's basically all the symptoms that I have had. Nothing really new. And I did check my weight, and I have put, I'm out of breath. I always forget to say that. I'm out of breath a lot, which you can hear. But I have been like that since the beginning. I think it's related to hormones more than any other thing. So I checked my weight this morning, and I'm currently 61 kilograms. I started this pregnancy at 55 kilograms, so I have put on 6 kilos in total. So that feels good in the sense that it has been slowly, I have been slowly gaining weight, but you can feel that now it's picking up in speed. And yeah, I've probably gained 1 kilo in the past just 2 weeks or something, and I really notice. And I read that from now, baby's gonna go through a growth spurt, and he will double in size in the size, or not in size, he will double in weight in the next like 4 to 5 weeks. So mixed emotions about that. I want him, of course, to grow big and healthy and all of that, but it scares me a little bit. So far, no new stretch marks. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I can go as long as possible. The last time my stretch marks didn't come until the 3rd trimester, so I was really bummed when they did show, but it's all part of pregnancy, so I have to embrace them. I know that I will get new ones. And I can tell because I'm getting so big so fast, so I'm trying to stay calm and brace myself for what's to come. So that's probably the end of my, that's my symptoms, my stats. So to give you a little update on baby boy then. Okay, week 23 for baby. It says that the baby is approximately weighing in at 510 grams, so a little bit over half a kilo, and he's measuring around 28 to 30 centimeters. That's quite tall, I think. They say that he has his taste buds on his tongue right now, and that has developed, and he's like starting to distinguish these different flavors, which is quite cool. And it says that the skin is still quite translucent because he's growing so fast, but as the fat accumulates or also catches up with the growth, he will be starting to have more or less translucent skin. And the most exciting thing is that the baby right now is adequate, prepared to survive a premature birth, which is so exciting. So that means that if he were to be born now, he has a good chance of survival with medical assistance, of course, and that just gives me so much peace of mind, and yeah, that makes me really, really happy. I can tell that my battery is finishing any moment now, so we shall see if I can finish this or if I have to charge you in between a little bit. But in my hand here I have what feels like the document of doom. No, but it's like when we found out all the things that were wrong with him in the appointment, his two conditions, the heart condition and the kidney condition. The doctor informed me that those two things together could mean that he has a likelihood to be born with Down syndrome or any other chromosomal abnormality, as they call it. And they said that due to your history and many other factors, they offered me an amniotic synthesis, which is basically a test where they check your amniotic fluid. So they will take a big needle and they will poke your stomach and I think you say extract or take out a small amount of amniotic fluids to test if he has any chromosomal abnormalities. But what I don't like about the test is that it has 1% chance or risk of miscarrying afterwards, and you have like a 2-week window where this can happen, and I just felt so uncomfortable with the thought of doing anything that could be harmful to my boy that I did not accept the test immediately. I asked to have some time to think, and in the end one of you guys informed me that there are other tests you can do, which we did. We ended up having the Harmony test, which is a blood test where they can check for any chromosomal abnormalities. And we paid out of pocket, and we were glad we did. We have the results back in, and the first thing that happened is that they also inform you about the gender of the baby. And when Caesar was stressed let's try this again, I had time to film a couple of Insta stories. This is quite anticlimactic, but anyway, now the sun is coming out as well. Okay, so what I was trying to tell you, that when Caesar opened the results and he started to look, we were all very nervous. I did not record us going to the clinic to get the results. First of all, we were so nervous. We had spent all morning fighting because we were so nervous. So we just jumped in the car, all three of us, and headed over there, and we wanted to get the things over with, so that's why I didn't record. But the first thing that happens is he opens it and he says, "What chromosome is the gender, blah 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 blah," nothing. I don't remember exactly how he said it, and I said, "Why?" And he said, "I'm not sure if it's a boy." I'm like, what? Could they be wrong about the gender? Oh my god. But then of course when I started reading, no, it said that it's a Y chromosome, blah blah blah, and it says masculino, so it have to be a boy. So for a second there we thought that maybe they were wrong with the gender result of the previous ultrasound, and we have had a gender reveal party, so it would be very strange if it was a girl. Anyway, back to the most important. So what this tested specifically for is 3 different kinds of chromosomal abnormalities. One is trisomia 21, 18 and 13, and I don't remember which is which, but I think that the 21 is the Down syndrome, and then there are 2 other conditions that they were testing for, and they also tested for, like, in general, like if their estimation could show for any other abnormalities. But it said that it's low risk. Thanks God. Everything is low risk, and it says that he has less then 0,001% chance to have Down syndrome. And for me, that was just such a big relief, and for Caesar as well. I was so relieved that I did not go through with the amniotic synthesis, because I felt like if something were to happen to him and the tests come back like this one, positive, with the news that no, he's perfectly fine, you don't have to worry, and later I would miscarry and lose my child. That's something that happened to friends of ours, and I felt like I could not have that on my conscience. I have already lost one baby, I didn't want to lose one more. So I'm very happy that I did not go through with that test, and sorry for touching my hair, I just fixed my hair. I'm like uncomfortable, I normally have it up, so I apologize that I'm touching my hair all the time, it's like a nervous habit also. But anyway, so basically the test could not have been more in our favor, and they said that this test is like 99.17% accurate. So it's not 100% accurate, but it's like less than 1% not accurate, or if you know what I mean. So I'm choosing to believe that our son is perfectly healthy, and the doctor told me, because I've had 2 anatomy scans done at this point, and both of them have informed me that the 2 conditions that he has by themselves does not cause any harm to his body. He will not have any medical issues, he's not gonna need surgery, medication, nothing like that. It's something that he has, and it's something that could go away even before he's born. So I'm praying that that's the case for him, and if not, we just have to keep an eye on him. And I feel like this was the biggest blessing that we could have had, and I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful for this news, and for you guys who have been praying over us, and I do feel like our prayers have been answered this time, and it makes me feel really, really good. However, I'm gonna be very honest with you guys now, so don't hate me for saying this. I still don't feel like overly joyful, if you know what I mean. I feel like I'm relieved, thankful, and I feel very blessed, but I don't have the joy that I had in my pregnancy before the 20-week ultrasound. I feel like it was pure joy and happiness until that point. And then when she told me that something is wrong with your baby, could be this, could be that, you have this opportunity to do this test, there is risk of losing your child, and that to me was enough to like kill the joy a little bit. I have had to come to terms with many of my demons from the past, and not to terms, but I don't know how to express that, but I felt like I had to mentally prepare myself for maybe I would lose another child. Not because he would, if he had Down syndrome, I would go ahead and have an abortion. That's not what I said, and that's not what I mean. I don't want people to get confused about that. I would never have an abortion solely for the fact that he had Down syndrome. I would only have an abortion if it was a condition that was a risk for him, that could be fatal. I would never end a life for any other reason. And I don't want you to think that if he had Down syndrome, or if he have, I mean, if he have, and of course I will be sad and I will be upset, but I will not love him less, and I'm not gonna risk his life to find out now. I'm happy with these results. I'm not gonna obsess more about the results. I'm just gonna choose to stay positive and believe that he's gonna be okay, and trust that he will be okay. I trust my body, I trust him, and I just want to enjoy. But I know that it's gonna take me some time to come back to that joy, and it's gonna take me some time to start my nesting projects again and prepare for his arrival. I'm taking it day by day, and I'm just allowing myself this part, or this time of healing. Like, it's very shocking to get first the negative news, but also to get the positive news, even if it's positive shock, if you know what I mean. I hope that makes sense. I'm gonna show you my belly progression now, and it's so funny. I'm gonna, if I can, I will insert a picture of Natalie when I was 23 weeks pregnant with her, because my belly with her was very flat and very like, I would think I was carrying quite high, or that she was, I don't know, I was like a box shape. And with this baby, I'm just like a torpedo. I feel like I have a basketball or a football that I'm carrying around, and it's quite funny, the differences. So I will insert a picture of both weeks, or both pregnancies, but same week, and you will see the difference. You're gonna laugh. Really, really big difference between the boy belly and a girl belly, I can tell you. So now I'm going to show you my belly, and this is going to be the end of the video. So thank you so much for watching, friends. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. We are so near to 1K. If you have any questions for me, please leave them down below. If you want any advice, if you want to just tell me about your stories, feel free to do so. I love interacting with you guys. So I will see you guys in an upcoming vlog. I have my daughter starting school, and I did film her first day of school. So I'm having that little cute vlog next, I believe. So stay tuned for that, and then I have more pregnancy related videos coming your way. Subscribe! And something I forgot to update you guys on is that I have started to use maternity leggings. Finally, I brought out my leggings from my previous pregnancies, and yeah, I'm loving to be able to wear pants, actually. I have been living in dresses for the past, well, I don't know, 5 months now? I'm 5 months pregnant, so I should be, yeah, it should be 5 months. But this is belly for week 23, and I feel huge. I feel like he's growing really, really fast. I don't know if you can tell with the white background and the white shirt. I will lift up my tank top. Normally if I have a dress I would never do this, but you can also see that I have no new stretch marks, it's just my old ones. I'm starting to feel like I'm itching, like my skin is itching, and that could be an indication that the stretch marks will be coming soon. But if not, I'm just gonna keep on with my lotion and my potions. I was gonna say my lotions and my oils and all of that. I try to put lotion on 2 times a day, and I don't know if you can tell how round the belly is, but he is right here. I can feel his little body, and earlier I could feel his little foot here, and it's just the cutest thing at night when he's kicking me and I can see his little movement inside. And I think that he enjoys being on my right side, and that's what Natalie did as well. But yeah, this is belly for week 23. Feeling large and in charge. I hope you enjoyed the video today, friends, and I will see you guys soon. Much love. Bye!